Welcome back viewers. In today's video we are going to check out the Devuan Chimera 4.0.2 KDE Desktop. So I have already started up the virtual machine and this is the greeter screen of the KDE or the Plasma desktop. So you have got the US keyboard layout and the session chooser is there. So Plasma is there. There is no open box window manager. So Plasma will be using its own window manager here, and you have got the restart and the power button, and you have to now log in into the user session. So let us see how much time it takes to boot up. So comparatively, I think this is much faster than the XFCE desktop. Now doing apple-to-apple comparison in the boot times of Debian and Chimera. Chimera is quite slow to boot than the Debian. So we had tested the GNU desktop and XFCE earlier. So both those desktops were way slower in booting than their Debian counterparts. KDE is an exception. It looks much better, and you can see it is booting quite fast as compared to the other two desktops. Of course, this behavior is going to get better if you install it on a bare metal, but as of now in the virtual machine it's perceptively very slow to boot. The first thing now we are going to do is we will change the resolution. Yes, so this is perfect resolution, and you can see the glorious Debian Bullseye desktop. So Chimera 4.0.2 is based on Debian Bullseye. So the KDE desktop of Debian is one of the best KDE implementations. I consider Ubuntu and this Debian KDE to be one of the best KDE implementations in any Linux distributions. Of course, when you compare between KDE and the KDE desktop of Debian and the Ubuntu does have some problems. There are many bugs in Ubuntu, but Debian, it is a totally, I can say, bug-free experience. Only the security patches come at the right intervals. Whenever any security patch is needed, the Debian team, as always, is on the faster side, and it immediately issues the security patch. And other than that, there are no issues in the KDE desktop of Debian. One of the best KDE desktops. If you want to experience, install the KDE desktop from Debian. And in Chimera, you can see as it is based on the older Debian version, that is the Bullseye. Most of the bugs have been already ironed out, and most of the required security patches are already there. So you will experience even better KDE desktop. So now let us try out the actual desktop. So this wallpaper, they are kept it same. It is same wallpaper that is default in Debian Bullseye also. And you have got this typical KDE panel at the bottom. So you can see the application menu, the Discover Software Center is there, Dolphin File Manager is there. Let us check out. So this is the support page about Dolphin. So version is 20.12.2. So in the Debian bookworm, the KDE desktop, the GNU desktop, all have taken a huge leap in the versioning. So they have leaped almost 3 to 4 versions ahead, and now they are on the latest tables that are available in the Linux domain. Now let us try out the web browser Conqueror. So it does not use the Mozilla Firefox. Conqueror is, I think, the default web browser. You can see it here. So I have very fond memories of using Conqueror web browser way back in 2003, 2000 up to I think 2008. I have used the KDE Desktop. So KDE Desktop was my favorite. I always used to work on the KDE Desktop. In those days, the GNOME Desktop was also there, but it was not to my liking. I found it difficult to sustain my workflow in the GNOME Desktop. So KDE Desktop was more familiar with the Windows I was using. So in those years, in those days, I used to stick with the Conqueror web browser. It is quite fast, and I don't know why people don't use it, but it is very good web browser. So version is 20.12. Then here you can see the volume control is there. So you can do the settings for the line in, line out. You can do the sound settings for individual applications. You can raise the maximum voice. You can force mute all the playback devices, and further you can also do detailed audio volume configuration from here. This is the network manager. You can see the KDE network manager, and this is the notifications and status area. The calendar is there, and this is the minimize all windows and show the desktop button. And you can see here there are some updates available. Let us check out the updates that are available. There won't be much updates. So if you are using OpenSUSE, Tumbleweed, KDE Desktop, then there are the maximum updates available. In Arch also, a large number of updates will come every week. But this is not so in the case of Debian KDE. It is bug free. Updates are less. Only minimum application updates, small minor version updates for the applications come, as well as the security patches which are regularly coming. So, and the Firefox also time to time gets a small revision update. So right now only we have got the Firefox ESR update. So the version 102 is getting updated. 102.12 is getting updated to 102.13. So we can always install this. So yes, there is an issue. It is asking us for the root password. I don't remember whether I set the root yet. So I must have installed the root also. Otherwise, it will not go ahead to install. Okay, so now let us take a look at all the different softwares that I installed. So let us see what is there in games. So games, lot of games are there. You can see it here. I don't play games. It is not to my liking. I used to play games way back in college days, 2003 up to 2006. I used to play a lot of this Need for Speed and US Air Force USF game was there. So I used to fly this F-16 planes, fighter planes against the MiGs. So those days I used to enjoy, but not now. So these are all the games. Statistics games are there. Logic games are there. Board games are there. So you can enjoy your KDE Desktop session with the games. In graphics section, you can see the GIMP is there, GNU is there, Image Magic, Contrast, LibreOffice Draw is there. Okay, so this applications got updated. Contrast is there. So this is the contrast checker for the KDE Desktop. LibreOffice Draw is there. Ocular, you already know, it is a very great document viewer. Lot of features are advanced features are there. So we have checked this out earlier, so you can go and check it out in the older videos. Internet section, you can see aggregator is there. It is a RSS news reader. So the Firefox ESR is also there, plus the Conqueror web browser is given, and rest of the applications you can see KDE Connect, KDE Connect SMS, Kmail, Conqueror, KTNAV, KDE Connect SMS, IFTP links 2 is there. So web browser running in both graphics and text mode. So I am planning to do application reviews regularly. So what happens is there are lots of applications are there in especially in the Ubuntu and the Debian repos. So people even don't know that such good applications exist. So we should try out the different applications, and series on applications review is a very good idea. You can see here all the CO editor, PM editor. So all the applications, KDE applications are there. In multimedia section, Dragon Player has been given. As ASCII Cam is there. Juke music player is there. K3B is the disk burning application. In Office section, you can see it here. Complete LibreOffice suite is there. Theme editor for the contacts. Then the K address book is there. Kmail header, theme editor, Kmail, K organizer is there. So it is a personal calendar and organizer. K-TNF is there. MUT is there. So MUT is a simple text-based email user agent. In science and math, you can see the calculator is there. LibreOffice Math is there. Then utilities. Arc is the archiving tool. C matrix simulates the display from the matrix. So it is, I think, the screensaver. The emoji selector is there. Kate is advanced text editor. It's all very good applications with great set of features that make the KDE desktop stand out. Everything is there. Kfind, Kcal, magnifier is there. Kmouse tool, Kmouth is there. Knotes, Ktnf, Kwrite. Midnight commander has been added. Spectacle, Sweeper is there. Sweeper is a system cleaner. So what they have done is they have taken the Debian KDE implementation and they have just added some more applications that the developers thought that might be useful for the end user. So that's a very good part of Debian developers to add more applications and choices to the already a good standard suite of applications that the Debian KDE desktop has. The help center is there. Now let us check out the system. So in system, Apper is there. So Apper is just like a synaptic package manager, and there are some more additional features that are not available in synaptic package manager. So this I'm going to do a review on this. So we will start with some reviews for the different applications, application packages. So it will be very good idea. Desktop, Info Center, KDE Partition Manager, K System Guard, then all the different application. Termit is a terminal emulator. Minicom is there. So it is a friendly menu driven serial communication program. Midnight Commander is there. K Wallet Manager. So a very unique set of applications they have put together in this desktop, and it will fit the use case for many of the end users. Let us try out the desktop. So this update has been completed. Now we will close this. So here you can see just 945 MB of memory. RAM usage is there. No swap usage. 84 tasks are running. 307 threads. So it is a typical light KDE desktop that is running. Now what we will do is we will keep this as it is. Go back to the utilities. Sorry, not utility. We'll have to go back to the system. And then let us open the K system guard and then do a side by side review of the system load. So here you can see CPU usage. Let us check out the CPU usage. It is between hovering somewhere in between. Let us check. Yes, it is in 0 to 3% for all the ports, and here you can see it here. It is showing even higher. So momentary it got higher when we started up the system K system guard system monitor. Memory usage, it is showing around 850 MB. Here let us see, it is showing 998 MB. So there is little difference because the way they pick up data at different levels. That's why there are some discrepancies between the two and application which is showing the different data for the resource usage. So here you can see the difference is there, but it is typical KDE. So both these applications report similar data process usage or the process or the resource usage in all the KDE desktops of different Linux distributions. Now anything else is there to see? Info Center, yes, Info Center we will check out. So the KDE Plasma version is 5.20. So this was the default KDE Plasma version for the whole life cycle of the Debian Bullseye. So the KDE Plasma version stood here only till the end of the Debian Bullseye. Now it is old stable and the new stable is Debian Bookworm, and I think the version is now 5.25 in Debian Bookworm. The KDE framework version in this desktop is 5.78, Qt version 5.15, kernel version is 5.10, that is the default kernel for the Debian Bullseye. OS type 64-bit, you can see here, this is the my hardware configuration. So I think there is not much. Yes, let us check out the KDE partition manager. So you can see here the partitions that we created. We created a MS-DOS partition. Then we have a Linux swap around 1.86 GB, and the rest is the BTRFS root file system with 22.67 GB, and use this 5.87. So it is a middleweight you can say operating system that is implemented here in the Devuan Chimera KDE Desktop. I think everything is very neat. There is, I don't think there are any issues like the applications are lagging or the windows are misbehaving. They are not responsive. I didn't find any issues with this. So if you want to have a good Linux distribution with a good desktop that behaves well, that is stable, and it has got a lot of different applications, rich set of applications, that then you can choose the Devuan Chimera KDE Desktop. Plus it is systemd free, so we are using Sysvnit. So for that, let me do one thing. We will go and open the, just a moment, we will open the terminal. I want to show you something in the terminal. Okay, let me, K terminal is there. Okay, so we will open the console. Now here we will name, let us see. So here you can see Linux Debian is there, and using the Debian 5.10 kernel, and Sysvnit, if we want, it will only show up during the boot time. So if you go and check, install this, and if you go and check during the boot time, it will show the init system as Sysvnit. And this Debian does not have two different init systems like in MX Linux. In MX Linux, there is option always to use Sysvnit, or you can use the systemd. So if you are okay, or you are used to systemd, you can boot through the systemd kernel. And if you don't want systemd and you want systemd free init and boot, then you can use the Sysvnit, which is default in MX, but there is option to boot via systemd also. So like that, it is not available here. It is this is Debian is purely systemd free. You can use I think 3 or 4 init systems are there. You can use any one of them. So you will be given a choice to use any one of them and install it, and then the boot, the init system that you have chosen, it will boot the system. So with this, I will stop the video. Now one thing that is pending is, let us check out the desktop and wallpapers. So here you can see there are no wallpapers, only one wallpaper is there. So system is lean on this, we can say, miscellaneous items like wallpapers and the different themes and all those things. So not much is there. So no wallpaper is there. Now let us open and check out the this yes, let us open the system. Let us check out which global themes are there. So only 2 themes, that is just Breeze and Breeze Dark, are given. In Plasma style, just 5 are there: Air, Breeze, Breeze Dark. Breezelight and Oxygen. So nothing great here. So if you want, you can configure your KDE Debian KDE desktop as you wish. You can write it as per your choice. So they are just given a plain minimal decorations to the KDE desktop. Then you can always enhance on the decorations of the KDE desktop. You can style it as you wish. But it is a fully usable, perfect desktop for those who are seeking a stable experience, bug-free KDE desktop. Then you can either go with the Debian, or if you don't want the system D of the Debian, then you can come over to Debian and you can use the KDE desktop of Debian. Only thing is the packages will be little older because Debian will follow Debian. So if Debian new version comes, it will take some time for the Debian to adopt that system as a base. So you will experience older packages in the system, but at the same time the packages will be more bug free, and of course all the security patches will be already available. So from the perspective of security, Debian will be always better. But if you want to stick to the very plain look or very vanilla flavored desktops, then Debian is there, and it comes with the system D. And if you want the same security but you want a system D free desktop, then you can system D free desktop or system, then you can come and install Debian on your laptop or desktop. So now I think I have done a good overview of the complete KDE desktop in Devuan Chimera. So with that, I will stop the video here. See you in the next video. Bye bye.